On the way there, when we got to San Diego, the drill instructors got on the bus. They were dressed very sharp, spit and polished from head to toe. They stood erect, and I'm looking, I'm saying, well, maybe this won't be so bad, And they were joking and laughing with us until we went inside the gate is almost as big as this doorway here. And it opened up and the bus went inside. You could hear it go boom and close back. And it was real quiet because this is something different. And we're all looking around. And all of a sudden, about 6 men dressed the same as the one on the bus, they start yelling and screaming. And they were yelling so much, we couldn't understand what they were saying. And they started explaining to us, we will explain to you or tell you one time and one time only. If we tell you to jump, you will ask us how high. He said, we will give you commands in such a way in which you will never disobey these commands. And they were really moving the rifles around. He's giving them commands, and we're looking at this and like, man, am I going to become one of these guys? Because they really look sharp. And all of a sudden, this guy stumbled and when he stumbled, the drill instructor halted the platoon, had him to do a right face, and he walked up in front of this guy. He brings his rifle up to what I know now as port arm. He takes the rifle out of his arm, and he looks at him, and he says, you're dead, Private. This guy backed up and took off running. He reaches into his pocket. We didn't know it was a blank, but it was a blank. He puts it inside the rifle, and he goes, boom! And a blade of fire came out that barrel about like that. And now we're all up against the wall. I'm crying. I don't know about all the rest of them. But I'm crying. I cannot believe these people can kill us. This is what I'm thinking. He told them, this guy, when he was running, he fell and slid on the ground. So we knew that he was dead. They said, take him and throw him in the Dipsy dumpster. This is a trash can. They took him over and you could hear him go boom, boom on the floor. He turned around. They had those same footprints on the ground. He says, everybody get a footprint. We were there. He repeated the same thing again. He said, we will tell you once. And believe it or not, for 6 months, they only had to tell us once.
So Donnie Williams was holding classes in the Duarte High School gym. So when Master McLaurin took me, I didn't know what to suspect because I knew nothing about martial arts. All of a sudden, this gentleman comes through the door and he's asking, why are you guys on my floor? And the last thing I remember Master McLaurin saying is run. So he was chasing us around the gym, and I haven't even signed up yet. I'm running for my life. Now, can you imagine inside? I'm scared. I don't know why this is happening. Everybody's jumping up and hanging from the bleachers, and we would have to hang there. And if he caught you on the floor, he would start freestyling you and sweeping you, that famous sweep he's known for. So that was my first impression. I was like, oh my God, when is this going to be over? I want to get out of here. That was my first impression.
In fighting that night, my spirits started to drop. We went into overtime fighting, and he did score a point. And being in overtime, I lost. I left the stage, and as I was walking, something said, hold your chest up, walk off like a warrior. And I did that. When I got down to the bottom, I saw Mr. Parker. And I said to Mr. Parker, I said, they cheated me. He said, yes, I know, Steve. I said, but nobody stood up for me. Out of all the teachers that I had, no one stood up. I said, why not? He said, they are not ready for a white champion at this time. I said, but it is my time now. I'm here at this time. I may never have another time other than now. I trained for this. I said, I'm sorry, Steve. That is the way it is. They will not accept you as a champion because you're not white. And I walked away. And as I walked away, there were people coming to me saying, they cheated you. And I was thinking to myself, but they didn't stand up for me, even though I was cheated, but they knew that I was cheating, And that's when I start thinking that as I continue in the martial science, I'm not gonna let this happen again. That's where the BKF actually came into existence, from me thinking that I wouldn't allow that to happen again.
A quick story about Isaac Hayes. I was in fact, Isaac and I, I'm trying to remember exactly, I can't remember exactly how we met, but anyway, we was together and I asked him for a job. I asked him, can I work for him as security? And he laughed it off, said, well, you know something I don't know? No. He said, okay, well, I got security. I said, you don't have me. And he said, well, trust me, I got some good security. And he said, but I tell you what, you jokingly, he was joking. If you can just come into my house and come in my house when I'm there, he didn't say when I'm there. If you get in my house and get through my security, you got the job. But he wasn't serious. He was joking. But one day, Tom Allen and I was driving, and we was at Malibu, and I knew Isaac lived at the top of Malibu. So I told Tom, I said, Tom, let's go by Isaac. And Tom go, okay. We went by, they had the cameras and the gate, there's a big brown gate, but the gate was cracked enough that I could slither through. And I said, man, you know what, I'm going in, I'm gonna go. I said, come on. Tom said, no, man. They may have guns in there. No. I said, come on, Tom. So I went in and I saw that there was, I could go into the back door. And so I beckoned to Tom, and Tom came, and we went in, and there we are sitting in the kitchen. Musicians were coming in the kitchen, getting a sandwich. A couple of girls was in there. And so I told Tom, let's sit down, man. The ladies said, how you doing? I said, good morning. They said, good morning. And everybody was nice, and no problem. I looked at Tom like, what's up? So about 3 minutes later, Isaac walked in. He's in his house coat in his pajamas. He walks in, goes to the refrigerator, grabs some juice, and drinking right out of the jar himself. And I said, good morning, sir. He, good morning. And I said, you remember me? He goes, no. I said, I'm Donnie Williams, the karate guy that I'll talk to you. He said, oh, yeah. And he went on to drinking. And I said, you said if I came in, I got the job. He said, how did you get in here? I said, I just came in. Now they got cameras, they got gates, they got security, all that is there, but nobody was outside at the time. It was just early in the morning, about 7:30 in the morning. And so they was getting ready for rehearsal to go on tour. And so anyway, because they rehearsed at the house, had all the instruments set up in the front room. And he looked around, he said, Hamilton. Hamilton came, he said, do you know who this is? And, no, I thought he was one of the musicians. He said, no, that's Donnie Williams. And he told him the story. And I said, Isaac, do I have the job? And he said, yes, you got the job. We laughed, went outside. I started training him that day.